Okay, GH is a length of 6. HJ is a length of what? 8. And then to find the hypotenuse, because it's a right triangle, we know it's a right triangle already, actually. Horizontal and vertical are perpendicular, so it's a right triangle. For that third side, go ahead and find it. I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. So 6 squared plus 8 squared equal that hypotenuse squared. 36 plus 64 is 100. And the square root of 100 is 10. So that third side is 10. So for that perimeter, 6 plus 8 plus 10 gives me 24 units. That is the exact. For the area, it needs to be perpendicular for the base and height, so make sure you're using base and height of 6 and 8. 48, and half of 48 is 24 square units. So yeah, bring it all together to actually classify the triangle. It's a scalene. Write that better. Scalene triangle, since all 3 sides are different lengths. And it is a right triangle, since GH is perpendicular to HJ due to negative reciprocal slopes. That's because vertical and horizontal are opposite reciprocals to one another. All right, number 2. Graph them out. Let's see what we got. Negative 3, 3. Negative 3, 3. Negative 1, 5. 6, negative 2. And 4, negative 4. Looks like a rectangle. That's going to be my goal, is to probably prove it's a rectangle. So go off by finding those sides. All right, I'm going to go find that AB first using my distance formula for like the 50th million time here. Okay, so for AB, okay, going to go and use my, again, distance formula off of that. Change in the x's squared plus change in the y's squared. Work it out. You should be getting 2 root 2. I'm going to go find that BC length now, the adjacent side. So for BC, change in the x's, change in the y's, work it out, and you should be getting 7 root 2. Okay, so we got, let's see, 2 root 2, 7 root 2. Now, I've already worked this out before. This also turns out to be 2 root 2, and this also turns out to be 7 root 2. Now, it's on the right track to being a rectangle. The only thing we need to look at is the slopes. We need to see if the adjacent sides have negative reciprocal slopes. So go calculate the slope for AB and BC and see if they are negative reciprocals. So for the slope on AB, okay, I go up 1, 2, right, 1, 2, and I get 2 over 2, which has a slope of 1. I do that for BC, and I compare the slopes. I went to the right 7, and went down 7, right, whoops. So right 7, down 7, which gives me a slope of negative 1. And because of that, we have ourselves a rectangle. So rectangle, since 2 pairs of congruent sides and adjacent sides are perpendicular due to opposite or negative reciprocal slopes. By knowing that, we can now calculate the perimeter and area. Perimeter is easy. We could just add up all the sides. So 2 sides of 2 root 2, 2 sides of 7 root 2, gives me 4 root 2 plus 14 root 2. Those are like terms. 18 root 2 is my perimeter. Punch it into your calculator. 18 root 2 is nearest tenth, 25.5 units. For the rectangle, the area is length times width. 2 times 7 is 14, 2 times 2 is 4, that is perfect. That is 2, and 14 times 2 is 28 square units. There is no approximate.